All right.
Okay, everybody. We had a situation. You know, we've had a lot of audio troubles on the program before in the past. We've always had issues. Hither and yon, and now this camera's not working. God damn it, man. But anyway, Trump and the Russians got in on this, and they're trying to wreck us off. They're trying to wreck it, Ralph. So anyway, out of all the dumb shit that happens and audio stuff that I walk back in the room because like, oh, I don't have beers for the show. I should probably get some beers for the show, and I come trouncing in with 2 beers and York with my foot on the cable and yanked the cable out of the camera, and so the camera's signal was, and it won't just plug it back in. It's like, no, you plug it back in. So I had to restart the whole shebang. It was a classic Kachonga.
Classic.
So I'm kind of bullshitting a little bit, and when I take the second camera, now it's in black for some reason. That's irritating. That's all right. We'll work it out one camera. We've worked one camera for many a moon, you know what I mean? So DJ Trish coming in here, the captain. It wasn't Jay, it was me. It was me, fair enough. Actually, we're on the air. We're on the air. Jay did come in with a little something off the top, I will say. Like lickety split, Jay's kind of brought. Should we do the Godfather? Hold on.
Hey, what's up, everybody? WWE Hall of Famer, the Godfather here, and you're watching Grown Man Record Night. So let's everybody get aggressive and get on the whole train.
I felt like doing that, but anyway. So Jay, I said I don't really have an opening gag. We like to do a gag here. And Jay said he had a gag for us. So Jay says, what did the COVID virus say to the ER nurse? I see you.
What did the nurse say when she found out I had COVID-19? Some asshole has my pen.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
We got stuff going on over here. We apologize. We're trying to keep it together.
Is there a follow-up joke to that?
Jay has a follow-up joke. Jay, hang on.
What did the nurse say to the COVID-19?
What did the nurse say to the COVID-19 guy?
What did the nurse say to the COVID-19 patient?
What did the nurse say to the COVID-19 patient?
You have a 1 in 20 chance of dying.
You have a 1 in 20 chance of dying. All right. Let's cancel it off.
One.
We're canceling.
Winner, winner.
I really like that.
We're out of here. We're out of here with this. No, Jay. No, we're off. We're off it now. Appreciate everybody sticking with us here late on this evening. Hope everybody's enjoying their quarantine time. Doing whatever it is you're doing, working from home, hanging in there. I've heard a lot of people, ironically enough, saying it's taking something like this to let us spend more time with our kids, or like get some stuff done, or paint, or sculpt, or whatever the shit it is you like to do. And some people have said, actually, away from the global crisis of the last month, it's been one of the best months of my life. So I've heard a couple of people, for sure. And I get it, for sure. Nipsey Russell. Jay.
Gypsy Russell.
George Michael's sister has died. What's up, Vance? Best joke ever? Yeah, okay. I mean, I'll give it a Z on the well. But hope everybody's been hanging in there and doing the thing. I'm gonna switch back to studio mode. Boom, so we can give out our socials. Keep up with us. Did I do the? Is there a playlist command? Shane, do you know if there's a command? I probably misspelled it. Did I misspell it? No, there it is. Our Spotify playlist. I've not checked in on that in a while, man. AZ Mick painted. You painted your whole house? Holy shit! That's pretty awesome. I wish I had done things that substantial, but you know, we're hanging in there. We're making the best of it. I had a big project I've been working on, and I got some of that done. So now I'm able to like do real things. Oh, we talking about marbles? Do we need some marbles? I'll go ahead and pull it up. Steve, you were talking about you needed to have Steve's down there, everybody. Hey, say hello to Steve. You teased doing an album cover game, Steve. Did you not follow through with that?
I did not. I've been really busy trying to finish this project I'm working on.
We're all into projects. Everybody's
working
got
on it as we speak. I'm pricing some songs out here, and fixing to drop a 28-song album onto Bandcamp for people to have the option to purchase.
Yeah. Oh, on Bandcamp. You said 28 songs across all genres and stuff?
Various artists from the area artists have given their gifts to help raise funds for the service industry, and
very cool.
I'm the guy who's been compiling that, although I have no experience doing this, so probably going to piss off a lot of people.
Hey, you know.
Hey.
At
least I'm willing to try.
That's how my sex life has gone. At least I'm willing to try. All right, what are we doing here? Boom, trying to get some stuff going. All right. I need a merch update if anybody's received their merch yet.
I have not.
But I know it's taking a little longer. Where are you having it pressed? Are the 5 L's on there? Yeah, Steve, is the 5 L's on there? No. Because this is
Slaw is on there.
This is it really? Did you put that on there?
I put it on there.
Did you really?
I did.
You fucking cocksucker. No guitar overdubs. You should have put live and then piped in crowd noise. Unmastered. No overdubs.
And it'd be like crowd noise, be like, yay.
Yeah. Like from somebody's basement. Make it sound like a punk rock show at least. Okay. Trying to get back to where I was at. Boom. Now I'm trying to get back there. Hey, did you hear Bob?
I can update it right now. I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to put produced by the Curbist.
You mean show that graphic? You sent a graphic in.
I did. You can show that. Now that's a CD, but I'm not doing. This is a digital download.
So for people that wanted to, this is the one.
I don't know. I can't. Let me see what you.
Beyond the Mask, Volume 1.
That's it.
Okay.
Beyond the Mask.
Very cool. If you got an address, if people wanted to help out or go check it out.
Well, it's going to be on Bandcamp. I think it's the virtualvillage.bandcamp.com.
Okay.
And hopefully it's not up yet. It'll be up hopefully in the next, as soon as how long it takes them to churn it, because I'm about to hit publish here in just a second.
This is a deep tease.
As we speak, I'm going to publish this.
Because we could, create a command for chat. and have our mod create a command. That's how the streaming internet works. You ever been on the internet, Steve?
I hope I'm there now.
Number one, razor sharp. Internet. I'm the number one internet guy over here. Internet man. Did you hear Bob Dylan had a new record out, Steve?
A new record.
Yeah. It's going to be coming out at least. Wait a minute. Let me get off of this. Get off it. So, like, there's been a couple of tracks that got released a few weeks ago. And during this pandemic, I guess it kind of got topped off. This announcement, he's going to be releasing Rough and Rowdy Ways on June 19th. First album since Tempest, which is 2012. I didn't hear that. Did you hear that, Jay? Tempest? Steve, you know about Tempest? I didn't listen to that.
I do not.
10-song double album will include the songs released over the last month, which has got that 17-minute Kennedy song and like I Contain Multitudes, which was also released. No information about personnel or recordings were announced other than the fact that it's coming the shit out. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to buy that. I don't really care. I think it's neat. I think it's cool that that's happening, but I'll be honest, I'm not going to go out and buy that. Yeah. Whoa. You popped. I'm gonna pop you. I'll pop myself for playing my own riff. But yeah, that's pretty cool, man. You know, did you hear about Florian Schneider, Steve?
Schneider.
Von
Super.
Von Schneiderhosen.
Schneider the Super. From one day to.
He died, man. I hate it because Metal Theologian says this is the like tune in to find out who died show, but this is pretty big. I know the dude from Bad Company died, but he wasn't even the original, so we're not even gonna spend any time on it. God bless him.
Who died?
Singer, but not the. It's the guy that came in and replaced. You didn't see that?
There was a singer before Paul Rogers.
Is it Paul Rogers that died? No, it's the he replaced him, right? Somebody, chat, please.
You can't replace Paul Rogers.
Chat. But we're not talking Brian Howe.
Ron Howard died?
Ron Howard. Bill says nobody gives a fuck about Brian Howe. I knew that's why I didn't pull any records. I know. But yeah, I'm more concerned with the Kraftwerk gentleman, man. That's so we played some Kraftwerk earlier in the evening, and he's not one of the guys that went on to work on Noi, was he? I don't think he was, right? Anybody?
Crickets.
Yeah. I was asking you, Steve. I figured you knew that.
Oh, no, I don't know that. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know it.
Jay says he doesn't know.
Nobody knows it.
Nobody knows the answer. Jesus Christ, this show right now.
I'm clicking publish, y'all. Cross your fingers.
Yeah. Hey, coming from our buddy Aaron Griffin, the Top Shot, let's get a little graphic going. Did I update the top? I don't think I updated the Top Shot, did I? No, because he's a flat 400 piece right now. I'm upset about it that I didn't update this. But Aaron hipped us to the fact that there is a brand new track from Puscifer that came out today, or yesterday actually. And I listened to it, and I'll be honest, I've not been over the moon about Puscifer material. There's some tracks that are really good, but like overall, like as a whole, I'm like, yeah. It's a little, I don't know. This song is really cool, I think. 5-minute track featuring, it's got a chick singing on it. Let me get a graphic going here. What is happening? What's happening? Where's my graphic? I'm upset about it. There we go. It's this creepy ass video. Steve Bender jumping in here. Noy was Rother and Dinger. Okay, fair enough. I didn't think it was. I didn't think that was. But so it's a surreal video with Maynard in a black suit. It's got lipstick on.
Yes, sir.
Posted this a couple of little clips on Instagram, and it kind of. I think what happened is they were planning an album for 2021, but because of this COVID nonsense, they may have actually pushed this, and the fact that they're not touring, because I think what was holding it up was Maynard was touring to support Tool still, and that was holding up the release of the album, because they weren't going to release the Puscifer album until they were done that with that. And so I think. But it may push it up into 2020, and they've kind of alluded to that fact. So it'll be interesting to see, because I really dug this track, and I don't like all Puscifer, even though I love Maynard and blah blah blah. I don't love all Puscifer. Some of it's kind of janky to me. I do love most stuff Mark Lanegan does. Lanegan released a brand new album today, Straight Songs of Sorrow, and it's kind of an homage to, like, pretty much. He had an autobiography come out this past year, I believe, and this is kind of an homage to, like, everything that was released in that autobiography. So there's grungy songs, there's acousticy songs, there's a lot of stuff with more electronic influence that I would expect to be on there. But I sampled a few songs of this today, and I really enjoyed it. It's Mark Lanegan just always has a certain weight to his voice and his, what he does. I guess he's pretty proud of those hand tats. I'd say so, Mike. I mean, there's several stars going on there. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff, man. And Mark Lanegan's one of those guys that. What's that noise, Steve? Are you doing something?
Bag.
Okay, that is a weird ass noise. It's going in and out of phase.
Nice.
Yeah, but I was stoked to kind of see that was coming out today, and I love seeing old cats still doing it. You know what I mean? It was pretty good. Am I going to go spend $35 on vinyl? Let me tell you something now. For Dig of the Week this week, first of all, I was looking forward to an underdog delivery this week. I didn't miss the date. He decided this week the date is going to be Saturday, so he's delivering tomorrow. So I did order stuff today, but unfortunately that will not be for Dig of the Week tonight. So we had to do what we've been talking about on the program, is digging into our own collections. So we got a little thing coming up for Dig of the Week, which is a little different. And it's something we've been talking about for several weeks, but the quarantine, and like it's a good time where you can't get in your store to like dig into your own collection, see what you've been like kind of sleeping on and that kind of thing. So we're pointing to that this evening. But I've come up with this conclusion: if a record is more than $30, or even $25, really, I don't want to buy it anymore. I just don't want to do it, man. There's something about me that's not. I mean, cheapness, but like I just don't like that. Something really it triggers something in me that I genuinely don't like. Even bands that I really, really like, when I see that price tag, I'm like, nope. I immediately just recoil. These beers are strong. I'll just say that.
What are you drinking?
Highlight again, because I was at Walmart today. I can't go to camera 2 because it looks like that for some reason.
Drinking high.
It's plugged in because it's blue. Can you trace that cable just to make sure? It won't fix it, but anyway. Walk March, yes, Aaron. Walk March. We got more about Walk March later. I got a little something. Do you have So to Speak in Chip Chat, Steve?
I could come up with something.
Okay, that sounds like something. Sounds like the promise of medium.
Yep.
Medium.
Yep, nailed it.
Medium.
Mediocrity.
Mediocrity.
Fucking welcome.
Got it.
Well, I got it.
Let's come on down with it. That Mark Lanegan's on Heavenly Recording, by the way. Also, something quick to mention: the band Red Cross. I don't know, guys, if you know the old punk band. I don't want to say punk, but the brothers MacDonald from dudes from the Melvins. That's really what I know. Show World is up. Boom. They teamed up with Third Man to do this vinyl reissue, 97 Show World, which is the follow-up to 93's album Phase Shifter. Jeff and Steve McDonald are Red Cross. That's what I was trying to think of. That's the follow-up to the first one. Whoop. I hit the wrong button. A lot of wrong buttons tonight. Boom. That's the first one. So both of these came out today, actually, on Third Man Records. So, pretty cool. I've checked these out because I was, again, you know, we were talking a few weeks ago about working your way backwards in terms of influences and da-da-da. I didn't realize that Steve McDonald, who plays with the Melvins, and I knew the brothers, Jeff and Steve, but working their way backwards, it's like of Red Cross fame. And I was not, I hate to say it, but I didn't really know Red Cross very well. And I went back and listened to it, and I'm like, man, these are like pretty legit. Not crazy, screamy, out of control punk, like thoughtful, controlled pop punk, sensible kind of stuff that fits into that pre-grunge kind of vibe, or right around the grunge era, you know what I mean? So anyway, interesting thing that came out. Hey, check it out. You know, I've been saying I've been super big into synthwave for the last couple of years, and there's very little stuff on vinyl for this stuff. One artist that consistently comes up is a guy called Mega Drive. He's out of Texas, and this album 198 XAD is one of the seminal, like, dark synthwave albums, and it's from 2014, and for the first time it's got a double LP release that came out today. And I'll be honest with you, when I looked on the Bandcamp, there was 2 left. When I looked on Amazon, there was 5 left. And I was thinking, I might want to grab this. I really like Mega Drive. And that's one of those I would probably be like, oh yeah, that'd be a nice record to pick up sometime. I don't know how many of these they're going to press. And so I should probably buy it. Yes, it is $30, which is, I just said I don't like doing that. But it's a double LP for $30. At least it's not, you know what I mean? I don't know. What else is in here? What else is in here? That's it. There was nothing else. What's other your music news, Steve?
My music news?
Yes, let's talk about it.
I don't have any music news.
Okay. Fair enough.
Kind of dry there. Like I said, I've just really been just buried in this project.
Yeah.
For like a week and a half.
Did you order any stuff from Underdog this week?
I did, and I screwed up and forgot to pay the tax. So I missed the. I'm kind of glad because after I thought about it, it was I was gonna get Kerosene Hat. Crapper.
Yeah.
I love that album. It's a double album, and I told my wife had the PayPal account. I said, hey, send Jonathan X amount of dollars, but I forgot to include the tax. So, and I kind of missed the delivery deadline. So then I started thinking about it, and it was pretty pricey. It's a nice pressing. It's double album, but it was over $30.
You know, if you just go through the website and add to cart, you can pay with PayPal.
Yeah, I could do that. But now he's got about $33, $34 on my money. I said just keep that. I decided let me not get that album after all. Just keep the money, and I'll let you know what I want. So I can get 2 good records for that money.
So you made it complicated for him, is what you're telling me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Um,
Well, he's made it complicated for me by not opening his store. So.
Yeah, fucker.
What the hell?
I've got 3 records coming tomorrow that are unique, and a couple that I've been sleeping on and staring at for freaking months, if not years. So that's exciting, and I'm glad we did something like not like, hey, brand new stuff tonight, because we've been kind of hyping that vibe for a while. So I think that's something we should be doing. But also, I'm really stoked to pick up what the man's going to be delivering tomorrow as well. So anyway, let's get into a little bit of what we played tonight. You know, it's funny because, well, anyway, we'll get into it. What are we doing? Curtains are blowing in. What's her name? They're meat curtains. What's up, James Ferrara? Been making major scores on eBay, Discogs, and riding easy, my man. Yeah, actually, one of the things I'm getting next week coming in is going to be a Rod and Easy thing. And I love Rod and Easy, probably my favorite label. And they have been doing, you know, I wanted to look to a couple of like online things going on, but at the same time, with my local record shop offering porch delivery, I was like, man, you know what? If I'm going to spend $20, $30 on a record or whatever, this cat's going to get it. So my local shops can stay open. And the online places, they're probably not doing a whole lot super different than the mom and pop brick and mortar. So, but I know some record stores just kind of shut up shop. A couple of ours around here just like, nope, we're closed. You know, and this guy's actually like hustling. Big time hustling. So we definitely appreciate that. Starting off the drink a beer. What you drinking, James? What's your shot of choice? Speaking of which, you want a little take you a little pull, Jet. Come on now. I haven't had any liquor tonight at all. Steve, you want to do a shot?
I'll do my 3rd shot. Sure.
Your 3rd shot? I hadn't had any liquor tonight at all.
I'm still drinking the Añejo, Lulazul Añejo tequila.
Did you say a-hole?
I didn't have any limes left, so I ended up getting a bunch of lemons. So we're gonna do it with lemons.
No.
That's the way I used to do tequila shots anyway.
A-hole tequila with lemon.
That was before I realized there was something called a lime.
Well, they call it limon.
If you're in the Hispanic world, there is no lime.
Racist.
Things a limon. You either have the green, you know, verde, or the amarillo.
Yeah.
You got nothing to say of that. So yeah, let's do a shot. I'm all for it.
This goes out to
that guy who died.
I mean, we're all in this together, so I think we should do this to just us. Hey, we're all in this together. All right, well, to start off the what we played.
That lemon is so good.
Yeah, I love a lemon now. Jay, come on now. Jay's being ignorant over here. Is that a flaming bowl of blood on the far right?
Top right.
This is actually it's a watermelon candle.
Nope, it's a flaming ball.
It smells delicious. So, to start off the what we played tonight.
Damn it.
What happened, Steve?
Well, I just posted my
Angelou
page on Facebook, but they didn't. The whole graphic is not there. It's like cut off. I hate that. I'm anal when it comes to that shit.
Anal.
Hey, what did the left cheek say to the right cheek?
What's that?
Together we can stop this shit.
Okay. Not at all. I pushed cheeks all the way together, and the shit still came out.
You know.
Instead, it just came out like this.
I've been thinking about this. You really got to let the cheeks separate and go as wide as you can, because other than that, you're gonna have a dirty fucking ass.
I've been saying that for decades. This is nothing new for me. But I did stand up and look into the mirror this morning after a nice dump and said, "That's a lot of turds, my guy." To myself, right into the mirror. My guy. I watch a lot of Twitch, and all the youngins say "my guy" a lot, which I really hate. But anyway, this is a God. I wish I could show you into this camera, but no, things got to be difficult. This camera's got to look like this. Okay. Anyway, the best of Strawberry Alarm Clock. I don't have a cover for it. On Uni. Picked this up at like some dump. I don't know. The record's in pretty terrible shape, but actually plays pretty well. And I don't really care. It's great. I love it. I love Strawberry Alarm Clock, and I don't know why it was kind of close to when I started off the stream tonight with some games. I was playing some Call of Duty, and I'm like, oh, died, and it's like, oh fuck, man, it's 8:30. We got to get a record on. And I kind of do the blind stab. Like, what's this like naked record in here? And I'm like, oh, Strawberry Alarm Clock, right on. I'm not mad at that at all. Where are all my records? Where are these records at? Where'd they go? There we go. Picked this. This was a thrift store pickup from, man, quite a while ago. Billy Taylor with 4 flutes. It's got Frank West, Herbie Mann, Jerome Richardson. I forgot I kind of picked this up. If you ever seen that record, it's pretty decent, man. Check it out. It's low key record. It's kind of a get some cocktails knocking around, with some ice clanging in your glasses kind of jam. So is it like bumping and moving? No, it's like kind of a chill record. So keep that in mind. But kind of had this in my mind most of the week. It's one of those things where I'm like, hey man, I've not listened to this record in a long time. Remember to play it Friday night. Often, which I don't, but this time I actually did. And it's Adam and the Ants, Kings of the Wild Frontier, 1980 on CBS. And I've not listened to this in a really long time, and I really dug this, man. It's the only Adam and the Ants or Adam Ant stuff that I have, and I really dig it. Jay, you've said you've got a different one, right? Fair enough. Shane requested a little camera 2 called the Rona. Yeah. I could fix it, but it requires stopping the stream down. Anyway, Shane requested some The Cat by Jimmy Smith. This was Mr. Kitty's favorite album, and we played this when Mr. Kitty died. It was his favorite record, and pretty much when he was croaking out, I had this on the turntable. God bless him. And it's a favorite here on Grown Man Record Night. Oh wow, Restream says, congratulations, you've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Thank you, Restream, for your notification. That's pretty awesome. 100 messages, huh? You guys are awesome. Ding Dong America. And then Jay, I have some, but Jay brought a Kraftwerk record. I don't have the Man Machine. I don't own this one.
I have that, but I think Jay's is an OG.
Yeah, Jay, Cameraman had it. He had one of these. This is you paid just a little bit of money at Hippo. Not a lot for this. This is really good, man. And it was a good kind of way to send out homeboy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's the guy in the red.
Jay says he's the guy in the red. Did you flip that around to the back when you said that?
He did. That part.
He's the guy in the red. The red shirt right there is the guy that died. So.
Really?
Yep. If you look close.
Aren't they all in red shirts?
Who is? You're breaking up, Steve. I'm just kidding. You're not breaking up. This is another one of those I've been thinking about. I don't like that gap there. I'm sorry. That bothers me. A record I've been thinking about this week playing that actually a couple of weeks, and it slipped my mind last week, is Bride. This is a Christian rock band from the 80s, 89 pure metal or Christian metal. It's really good. Really dug this. And actually, when I showed this from picking it up for not much money, what label is this on? Pure Metal Records. Metal Theologian sent me a message. It's like, hey man, I've been looking for that one, and then he kind of just choked and I went ahead and like bought one. He said, if you ever want to get rid of that.
What is that again?
Bride, BRIDE.
I have not heard of that.
It's a really good, 80s metal record. They're really good musicians, and it wasn't like Jesus Christ our Lord. I mean, it wasn't that overt of, but apparently they are a Christian band.
Like a Striper thing?
Like a Striper thing, but way less wussy than Striper, and I love Striper. But they seem to have much more of an edge to them than Striper, for sure. This reminded me today, Boss Man sent me the, I need to pull this up. Boss Man sent me a message. And it was a link to a, a YouTube series where they kind of break down, it's called Wax Only. It's on YouTube. They'll take an album, like a famous hip-hop album, and break down where all the samples come from. So it's a DJ playing...
Like that Who Sampled site?
Yeah, it's just like that. So they had Jay Dilla's The Donuts, JD Donuts, and dude was playing all the 45s and whatnot that came from the samples. I was like, man, that's pretty cool, man. That's a really good way to do a video. It's like 25 minutes long. And I was like, oh, man, we hadn't played Donuts lately, so I pulled that out. A gift from the Boss Man. I think I might be losing my voice. I told Jay to pull out a little something. Yep.
I don't know if we could do a collective prayer for the Boss Man.
Okay, let's be easy.
They are in...
the epicenter.
I mean, you got New York, L.A., and then there's Albany, Georgia. Albany, Georgia is hit hard, folks. It's a shit show going on down there. And I would be afraid to fucking even put my head out the window, to be honest with you. So, the governor lifted the thing, but Albany's like, hell no, we're having problems down here. And so, my I don't pray or whatever, but my thoughts and best karma I can send will go to our friends in Albany,
New York, Albany, New York. Yeah, that's wretched, man. Jay brought this shit over. I don't remember this being so damn good. UFOs, Strangers in the Night, a live record from 1979, 80, somewhere in there. This was kick-ass, man. I really enjoyed this. What's Jay? Yeah, I really dug this, man. I've got some UFO stuff, and I'm not a big fan of live records, but this really brought it, man. It really did. This was a record that was sealed for me when I picked it up. I got the the graphics gone. I think it's all fucked. Yeah, the graphics gone. Fuck.
Maybe you should take me out of the shot because Jay's showing records and I'm blocking his shot.
No, Jay ain't showing nothing.
Or move me to the right corner.
Wait a minute. How about? I'll put you up here. Boom! Look at there. How's that? This was actually sealed when I picked it up at Goodwill for 75 cents. Wild Cherries. It's from Masons. That's so awesome. Play that funky music. This whole side was jamming, man.
Everybody see that?
Jay? Sounds really great. I've been a little bit of a disco swing here lately, man. It's fun, good time music. Is it, important? No. Is it, it's not the Beatles, but there's some disco tracks that, like, what we do here is keep the party moving, and can't neglect that altogether as a genre. That's, I don't think that's appropriate. Little Caius, Blues for the Red Sun. One of the best records of all time, in my opinion. Not played this in a while. Losing my voice really bad. Jay's going to have to take over. And then to finish it off, this was a dig of the week from last week, I believe it was. I picked it up weeks ago at Underdog for $1. Jeff Lorber Fusion Galaxian, and it's what you would think. It's late 70s, early 80s fusion. So it's got that ECM CTI feel to it, but in terms of the musicianship, top notch. But it was, it is what it is. For $1, I'm totally happy with that. 100%. So that's pretty much what we played to get us into Dig of the Week. Now, like I said, for Dig of the Week, you be careful, Jay. You fucking be careful. This is not a Dig of the Week where we went out and bought a bunch of records and stuff like that. You know what I mean? This is a Dig of the Week where we came up with a little theme, and we've been talking about this shit for a while of now's the time, being quarantined and cooped up, to really hone in on your own collection and maybe look back through some of the records that you may have neglected for years, in fact, and give it another shot. Stuff you don't pull out all the time because...
It's not because you don't like it.
No, not at all. It's not because you don't like it, or it's just fallen out of rotation.
Maybe you bought too many records.
Number one, buying too many records, and number two, which I think is, I talked about this on one of the podcasts I was on, is how, especially you and I think everybody in the VC goes through these phases of collecting specific genres or groups of bands for a while, and then all of a sudden it's like you move on to something else. And I think sometimes when you move on to something else, that thing you used to collect, even though it's no less of a great genre or group, you don't play that anymore because you beat the fucking shit out of it for a while. And we've done that 100% here, and that's going to be what we're featuring on Dig of the Week this week. Is
like your middle child.
Yeah, it's bands that we no longer really listen to because we just stopped really collecting them, or not even that. We just stopped playing them for whatever reason. So just to kind of give you a hint of kind of what we're talking about, this is kind of a prime example for me. I'll start us off here with a good one, a real good one here. For the longest time, and especially when I first got involved in the VC, one of the key bands to the VC was Genesis. And everybody was all in on Genesis, 100%. The old stuff, at a certain point in the 80s, and all of a sudden it was like, fuck all this shit that's later than that. Some people, that timeline moved a little bit, per person, per collector. But I knew that the early Genesis stuff, this is the stuff you collected.
For the longest time, I really was not a fan of Genesis, because when they became popular in the 80s, they really got overplayed where I lived down in Savannah. They, it was just too much. And then Phil Collins took off with his solo career, and it was too much, and it all felt the same,
Yeah.
So I kind of was shunning Genesis,
Well,
but I've learned to love a lot of Genesis.
much like ZZ Top, I'm an 80s kid, so I know ZZ Top and I know Genesis from the pop hits that came out in the 80s. And both of those are when people came back and said, no, but you have to go back and look at this stuff from the 70s because holy shit. And especially with ZZ Top, when you do that, you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. This is some seminal rock and roll shit going on right here. Yeah, Legs, Scotty, was probably the first thing. Hey, thanks, James. That's a nice comment, man. I appreciate that. Been honing in for a month now. Great discussion. Yeah. Yes, sir. But to that point, we went through this phase. I think Steve and I both were like, if there was a Genesis record around, we were jumping on it. And we collected. I've got, I don't know what, 7 or 8. Steve's probably got the same 7 or 8 I have. The couple of live records, Trespass, Selling England by the Pound, everything in that area we've got. All of a sudden, we just really didn't play those records anymore. It's not that they're bad records. We just don't play them, at least on the show, and I don't think personally we don't play them for funsies. So it's one of those that, and it's funny because this whole stack that I was going to play tonight, or we're going to talk about tonight, the idea was to roll it into what we played and then talk about them in Dig of the Week. And to that point, we were kind of grooving along so nice, I felt, that when it got to like mixing these into the thing, I didn't want to mix them in. I didn't want to fucking hear Genesis right now. I love them, but I didn't want to hear them. Some of the other stuff I had, I was going to mix it in too, but I didn't want to. It's kind of exactly what I'm talking about. So, but one of the weirder, little off-skew Genesis things that I do have in my collection is this Spot the Pigeon, which is it's a 77, like UK, originally UK only EP. This is a Canadian version. Jay, pull that vinyl out if you would, please. I think it's blue, but it's got some stuff that it was kind of the last prog hoorahs of Genesis. There's probably better stuff out there, but that's one of the cooler, harder to find for American Genesis collectors. Not hard to find, but like it's not super expensive or anything. But just to kind of point to the fact that we collected, we've got 7 or 8 Genesis records up here, all right there. Like boom, I could tell you that's Invisible Touch right there. Which I love. There's Lanois, Broadway, boom. I like all of that's right there.
Nursery Crime,
Trespass, all that stuff, and we love it, but we don't play it. I mean, we've not played it in a long time, man. But anyway, you got one? Do one, Steve.
Sure. On that
kind of
same,
to that point.
Yeah. In that same vein, we were kind of at that time we were buying up like Genesis albums, and we'd find Gentle Giant or Straubs or a lot of that prog stuff that we had never heard before.
Yeah.
And another band was Soft Machine.
Oh yeah.
And out of the Canterbury scene, they started as a psychedelic band in the mid to late '60s. Kind of moved to become a prog band, but they were instrumental in the Canterbury scene. And this is their first album, I think.
But you don't fuck with Soft Machine much now, though.
I haven't really been listening to them much at all.
Because I do play that on the show.
I've got some great Soft Machine albums. This is like an OG from on ABC. This one's weird. This one's it came later, but it's a lot of their earlier stuff. It's like a weird kind of, not sure where it came from. It says maybe it's a Piccadilly. but it has a lot of their early stuff, as well as like I've got Seven, and I've got the what is this called? This is a reissue that came out. This is six.
Yeah, that's all good stuff.
Thirds is a great record.
1 through like,
as well as Volume 2, which
5
came out
or 7. They're all good.
That first album.
I really enjoy most of that. What's up, Don Crom?
Oh yeah, it's good. It's real good.
Yeah, and I still do mix that.
Once I realized there was, Gong and David Allen was
David Allen, yeah.
Machine, but once I started getting into Gong, I kind of started floating away from Soft Machine. No reason. It's just I was like enamored by what they had done.
Now it's funny because that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because up until recently, I would have put them probably in the same category in the fact that I didn't stop digging Soft Machine. I'm just like, holy shit, wait, I've been rotating the same, not the same, but like Coltrane and Ornette Coleman and Miles Davis and Mahavishnu or whatever around, and I'm like, what? I've not reached back into Soft Machine. I've got a few of their records, and they're fantastic, which is stupid. But to that point, I've got some of my old music on repeat on my old iPhone up here while I'm working. Something came on today, and I'm like, man, this is so good. And I walked up to the thing to see what it was specifically, and it was Soft Machine 5. And I'm like, why am I not? Are you kidding me? I think I own it on vinyl. It was so freaking good. Aaron says, have you guys heard of nugs.net? Subscription-based site that has like 30,000 hours of concerts, all pro shot. Not sure how much it is. Oh, whoa. That's good stuff. Oh, well, James checked out some Soft Machine today. That's interesting, man. Now, okay, it's in the Discord. If you guys want a Discord link, if you want to be in our Discord, just let me know. Join up with us. I can put you a link. Hold up. Now, Steve mentioned this band I was going to talk about next just a couple of minutes ago, because it was it's part of that. Part of this goes with not just a band. Boom, there's a link. Not just with a band, but with a scene. And I think we were really big into collecting that Canterbury stuff. And one of the bands that really jumped out is something Steve mentioned a minute ago, was the Straubs. And I was all in on the Straubs. Dude, I was so all in on the Straubs. Until this is like I was going to look this up. What's it called, Jay? Let me see what this, you know this one, Steve? Bursting at the Seams?
Is that a live album?
Let's see. No, I don't think it's live. But I can't type right now. So, the 5th studio album by the Straubs, first album to be released after founding member Tony Hooper and the recruitment of Dave Lambert, contains the 2 most successful singles. 73, so that's still a little early. They got really weird at some point, and that was kind of my point. What really turned me off of the Straubs was this is some fantastic early like prog, psych, folk stuff. I can really, really sink my teeth into. You as well, as I remember. And then at some point I was like, oh, Straubs album, and picked it up. And Jonathan at Underdog, back in the old location, when I was like, hey man, have you heard this? And he was like, and I'm like, what's that mean? I love the Straubs. And he was like, yeah, the Straubs have like a jumping off point. And I'm like, oh, and I didn't know that. And that's kind of one of those bands.
Yeah.
I reached the jumping off point with them, and because some of their stuff really sucks. Really sucks. But some of it's fantastic. So I think that was kind of. I just got.
I think Renaissance is like that too.
I was going to mention Renaissance.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, this is kind of the same. I didn't pull them.
For you?
No. I didn't pull them, but Renaissance is one of those that came across when I'm like, man, we used to jam the shit out of this, and it's fantastic. But like, also, I don't. That didn't float into my brain as like, dude, you got to play some Renaissance tonight. You know what I mean? That never enters my brain. Do you one, Steve? What you got? James, it's about all you need, man. There's like 2 or 3 Straubs albums.
Some people aren't going to agree with me on this. I don't know, but I don't care because this is a band that I grew up listening to and really, really loved. Electric Light Orchestra.
I thought you may mention this.
Yeah, I just, I don't listen to them a lot now. I probably hadn't listened to them in a long time, but very, very cool band for me. This was probably the first album I ever bought. I don't think this is the same copy. Probably a newer, or not a newer, but just another. I don't know what happened to my original. It came with a little paper model that you could build this ship, and I hung it in my bedroom. Out of the Blue was a great album, some great artwork, really cool, gatefold.
You had like the spaceship thing, like
I loved it, and there was a few albums. I really, really like this album called New World Record. It's got some great songs on it. One of my favorites, though, it's kind of more of a deeper cut. It's called El Dorado, which is kind of a symphony that they did. It's got a little. It's thematic in a way. In fact, it's called El Dorado, a symphony by the Electric Light Orchestra. And if you look on the back, that's a little scene from Wizard of Oz, I think.
Yeah, I was kind of the same way, but I didn't grow up with ELO. But we did kind of go back and listen to them a few weeks ago. Just because I remembered, like
poppy at this point with Discovery, disco was in. They put a few disco songs on here, so it wasn't my favorite album, but it was still, it was fun to listen to. But ELO is like one of those bands that I loved because it had strings, and I was into, I appreciate symphonic music. I've always appreciated symphonic music, and it was nice to kind of meld rock with symphony and I think they did a good job with that. Jeff Lynne did a good job with that.
I remember you talking about you had like a model in your room, right?
Yeah. I was just talking about it. It came in that Out of the Blue album.
Out of the Blue.
Kind of constructed it, and you can, it's paper, but it was pretty cool.
That's awesome. That's exactly. And actually, talking about this reminded me of something I wanted to pull. Which I just did from the shelf up here. Around that same time, and then we're talking, for me, it's like earlier into collecting records, was the Alan Parsons Project. For a small time there, I wanted everything Alan Parsons ever did. Who's fantastic. The records are great. The work he did on like all the Pink Floyd stuff was fantastic. And like, man, little gold foil stamp, Eye in the Sky. I mean, that song I think is so awesome. And so I went out and I got all that Alan Parsons stuff, because they're all dollar records anyway. But like the iRobot, which is a terrific, it's probably better than that one, to be honest. iRobot, the Edgar Allan Poe one, I can't remember what it's called, but all that stuff. So I collected like an Alan Parsons Project section. It's probably like that. And like early in the like record night days, we were like Alan Parsons fucking central, man. We were always playing that shit, and I still love it. And if it comes on, especially like a shuffle, it pops up, I'm not skipping it. But it's something we just don't go for here on the program or hanging out. I don't go reach for an Alan Parsons record, but it's still just a fantastic record. it fell out of rotation. I don't know. Steve, you got something?
Are you done?
I got 3 more.
I've got okay. Now you're going to probably object because you probably say, "Oh, I've been playing it or whatever." But I haven't. I've got a ton of these records.
Ton?
Talking about Herbie Mann.
I thought about this.
We talk about the show. We talk about, don't pass on a Herbie Mann record, and there's a lot of it out there, and you can find it in Goodwill, and I think you ought to pick it up. But these are some in particular that I really like. This one's a Verve record called the Herbie Mann Monette, which a Monette, I think it's, how many people's in a Monette? Is that 9 people?
I don't know a Monette.
Yeah, this is a really cool record. This is early Herbie Mann, so it's from 61.
I don't have this one.
It's got a different feel. It's more traditional jazz. Not a lot of covers, and him doing his thing with his shirt off.
Push.
Really cool compilation. This is called The Evolution of Man. Not sure when it came out. This is a promo copy that it's on Atlantic Records. Oh, it came out in '72, so it's an early compilation of Herbie's work.
Huh.
Pretty cool. It's a double album, a lot of earlier stuff, and this one in particular I wanted to mention because this is Herbie Mann at the Village Gate.
Oh yeah, I may have this one.
I think you do, and I mentioned it because I met one of the bass players who played on this album. Is a guy named Ben Tucker. He's Savannah, and we actually went to him one day, me and my friend Jack Mamias, when we were doing video production, and with a video camera, and asked him if he would play the ABC song, ABCD, with his bass.
Huh?
And I think he was so surprised by what the fuck we were asking him to do. He did it. And we did it for a commercial. So we actually got Ben Tucker to play ABCs on the double bass.
What?
For a local commercial.
Why have I never heard this story before?
And, I don't know, but he ended up getting run over. He was playing golf, and someone ran him over while he was trying to cross the road in his golf cart.
Well,
that was the end of Ben Tucker.
You just got whelped. That's wow.
Here's one of my favorite Herbie Mann records, and this one's, you look at it and you think, nah, man, this is weird. But this is called Herbie Mann Music. I don't know if that's the title of the album. It's him sitting on a chair. It's all soft. He's got like a soft white outfit on.
Yeah,
you're gonna think this is gonna be real cornball, but this is really, really good, and it's not like his what you expect from Herbie Mann. It's like one song on each, just one song on each side. Very, very more kind of out there, exploratory. Let's say that.
Okay. Which fits, considering Mempho says he doesn't think Herbie Mann ever recorded with a shirt on. So that's exploratory, could be apropos there.
Yeah, but I really like this record. I was surprised that I liked it as much as I did. I will warn you, it's a direct-to-disc recording.
Okay, fantastic. Dude, here's something. This almost slipped my mind, Steve, until like I was kind of laying down, taking a nap, maybe on the clock, maybe not. It's nobody's fucking business. But and then I kind of jumped up and was like, oh, yo, man, this is totally what we're talking about. Jean-Luc Ponty, man. Are you kidding me? Like this is the definition of what we're talking about here. Is Jean-Luc Ponty. We were so all about collecting Ponty records for the longest time. Hold that up again, Jay. That's Cosmic Messenger up there. Hold the cover, the original cover. Cosmic Messenger, which is, I think, one of his better ones. But dude, we were all about collecting these Ponty records you could get for $1, and they were great and funky and jammy. And Ponty had played with Zappa and John McLaughlin and blah blah blah, and they're good records, and they're not great records. They're good records, and I probably have, Jesus Christ, that's probably one of the top artists I've collected for is Jean-Luc Ponty. There's probably 8 or 9 records up there. And it's just something we just don't play anymore. How many do you have, Steve?
What, artists left?
No, Jean-Luc Ponty. Were you not listening to my entire? You weren't listening to my entire thing.
I'm sorry. Someone sent me a message saying there was a problem with metadata. We need to put metadata on these fucking songs I just uploaded, and I just bought a song off my own freaking album to see if it worked, and it worked. So I'm just trying to. I'm dealing with some shit right now. Sorry.
It's the government, bro. No, it's about Jean-Luc Ponty. How much we collected for Jean-Luc Ponty.
Oh yeah, we were buying a lot of Jean-Luc Ponty.
I said I've got so many.
12.
Yeah, exactly. I've probably got 8 or 9.
And I've seen a few that I probably have passed on. I'm like, I should probably keep buying these because they're really good. But you know.
But when's the last time you fucking played one? Is the point of this segment. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like I think we played one a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago. But like, it's not something we reach for anymore. It used to be like a prime real estate reach for album was a Jean-Luc Ponty, and we just don't do that anymore. Really, they've shot up in price. Wow. Yeah, they're good, but they're dollar bin all day long. There's nothing wrong with Jean-Luc Ponty. There's nothing wrong with any of these artists that we're talking about today. I'm not talking about, you know, I thought about bringing up ABBA. No, that was for a separate segment. The other option for the segment was bands that took me a while to get into. And I really love ABBA nowadays. I think they're great. And I used to hate their fucking asses. But anyway, I'm an older gentleman now. Steve, what you got left?
I got 2 left.
I got 2 left. You want me to do one?
I'll do one.
Yeah, you do one.
And this is another one. It's like, oh, you're kidding me.
Bread.
You're not listening to this band. I'm talking about the Moody Blues.
I was gonna bring them up too.
Let's do it together.
No, but I didn't pull it.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
No.
Well, good.
I was hoping somebody would.
Moody Blues, to me, I mean, it's seminal for me. You know, when I started getting into college, about the middle of college, I discovered the Moody Blues, and it was in a time when, you know, the Moody Blues.
He was on weed. Hey, everybody, he was on weed.
It wasn't weed. Well, yeah, maybe there was some of that, but like me, the Moody Blues spent those first 4 or 5 albums. They were on LSD the whole time, and I could really get into that. Maybe not this album. This is more of a poppy 60s.
Oh, I don't have this one.
Invasion, the Go Now, you know, the Moody Blues, their first album. Is nothing like what I know the Moody. You know, this is before the Mellotron. You know, then we get into them working with the London Symphony Orchestra. And this is a landmark album right here.
Sure.
Of course, you know, Tuesday Afternoon and Nights in White Satin and just phenomenal record. I love it. This is an original shrink wrap that's coming apart, but I'm always looking for a better copy of this, and I think I finally have got my better copy. So. You'll come across this record in Goodwill a lot, and just keep looking for a good copy because it's out there.
You know, Steve, I think you just nailed into why Moody Blues popped into my head during this conversation is the fact that it's such a phenomenal band that released so many phenomenal albums, but they also are so readily available for like a freaking $1 all over the place. Everybody has picked up dollar records from the Moody Blues, and that in some way, which is ridiculous, in some way has lessened the desirability to play the records because they're so available.
Right. Here's a really great one, and during that time, Question of Balance.
Yeah.
That I highly recommend. Just a great record. But now here's one you will see in Goodwill. I see it all the time. And I tell people, pick up this record, especially if it's in good shape. it's a compilation that they did called This Is, and there's a few compilations out there, but there's none better than This Is the Moody Blues. And the thing about it, it's so well mixed that you don't know where the songs begin and end, and they could be from different albums. And it was done because, you know, the Moody Blues, there's so many parts in the Moody Blues where these weird kind of things happen, and they use that as elements to mix. And I think they did a really bang-up job with this, and I don't know who did it. Produced by Tony Clark, who is their main producer, I believe.
Yeah.
This is a great album. It's on Threshold, just like most of their releases were during that time. But it's so good. I cannot recommend it enough. So
that's awesome.
Well, pick it up.
Hell yeah! I mean, any of those Moody Blues, man, you should.
It just covers that period of the Moody Blues that you're looking for. Let me tell you.
And you know, like we've covered here in this show, like if you mix in like Herbie Mann with Jean-Luc Ponty and the Moody Blues, that's almost a who's who of like, hey, I just started collecting records and I don't have a whole lot of money. Starter kit right there. You can get all those, or at least you could, for pretty low money and build your collection super fucking fast, man, which is great. I just have to say, James Ferraro says this is the best record collector show on YouTube. God bless you, dude. Hey, man.
Love you, bro.
We appreciate you checking in, man. You're the star. You're the star, dude. Premium gas. I got two more. Oh, you just did one, so I got to do one. I got to fix the camera back though, because it's got to be mostly me and just a little bit of you.
If you say so.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I do, Steve. I do say so. You know, we talked about it a little before. That Canterbury scene, we were big time into, and this is a band that I knew Genesis. I at least knew Genesis from their 80s stuff they did, and then I eventually learned from their 70s proggier stuff. This is a band I learned through Genesis probably, and it's Gentle Giant. And this is I was going to pull another one. This is actually an early Gentle Giant. It has a nice little die-cut cover. Octopus 72 is this?
Yeah, that's a good record.
Yeah, I was going to pull the one that's got the mask. It's got the mask you can cut out. It's from like 76 or 77, something like that. But the record sucks. This record doesn't suck. And it's fantastic prog shit. And we used to play it on record night all the time. Go a little bit your way with that, Jay? A little your way. Nope. I'm sorry, my way. Boom. Now flip that around. Show that die cut. There you go. Boom. And we've had this a long time. We used to play it all the time. It's a great prog record, man, but it's just something that just doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't pop its way up into the conversation anymore. Why? I don't know. I don't know. It should, but it just doesn't. But there for a while, finding a Gentle Giant record out in the wild felt like finding a Butcher cover. Not exactly, but it felt like doing something big. You know what I mean? And nowadays, if I find a Gentle Giant record, I'm kind of like, I don't know, because I've also ran into some that I'm like, yeah, that's really cool looking, but I don't like how it sounds, and I'll never listen to this for fun. I may pull it out to be like, dude, look at this cover. But I'll never just pull it out and like let's jam on this. But some of their stuff is like that.
Gentle Giant.
Yeah, but like that later stuff with they kind of went past the prog cycle, and it got boring.
Okay.
And I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. But anyway,
I got one more.
Okay.
And it's another one of those that I grew up with.
Bob McGrath.
I just don't listen to. I mean, I should, and I probably will tonight because I love this band. In fact, I did a show not too long ago, maybe a couple years ago, We did one of our summer shows with the Vagabond Saints. It was a tribute to Chicago.
Oh yeah.
And this is like I said, I had that ELO model hanging in the corner, but I had 2 Chicago posters from this album. It was the big group poster that might be in here, and then there's another poster. It's like a a long, it's a wide yet not tall poster of all the members of the band kind of lounging, laying across each other maybe. Let me see if I got posters. Yeah, I got the poster in here.
Nice.
So the big poster, which I won't open up because it's probably too big, is a big version of this. That's the big poster. There's Terry Kath. He's got a nice hunting cap on there.
That looks like his hair. That's not his hair?
No, that's and there's individual pictures. There's our man.
What?
I am a man who will fight for your
honor.
There he is with his hat, his cappy on. You see
Wow.
that? So there's one of the greatest guitarists who ever lived.
Yeah, that's intense.
Who accidentally killed himself while fucking with his gun.
Well,
There's individual photos of the band.
It happens.
Yeah, I don't think this is the original of mine because I probably wore it out, and this is the poster. So, like I say, it's just a big version of that other one. So I'm not gonna pull it out.
But that's totally one of those bands, man. We were all into Chicago.
This is Chicago 5, I believe, which is so good.
Yeah.
Because it's jazzy and it's rock and it's it just fills a void.
I think for me the first, the second, and the fifth.
It's this band that got me into playing music, and I ended up playing saxophone in bands in high school and middle school. It was due to listening to Chicago that I really loved the saxophone.
I think for me, like and I learned this early on in the VC, the first, I would say, 7 Chicago records?
Yeah, there's a jumping off one.
Golden. And for me, 1, 2, and 5, that one was 5, right?
Yeah, 1, 2, and 5. And this is 2, I think? Yeah. This one here?
No, the chocolate is, oh yeah, that's 2.
This is 2?
Chocolate is 5.
Mm-hmm. No, this is 5.
Yeah, the chocolate one.
No, this is wood. This is a wood burn.
Oh, wood.
Yeah. But yeah, this one's really interesting. It's a live album, and I didn't think I was gonna like it, but it's actually very good. It's 4. It's 4 albums, and there's all kinds of shit in here. It's so much stuff in here that it came with, including because they were kind of. There's a huge poster that I don't even know what it is. I don't want to open that up.
Ding Dong America.
The most interesting thing in here is this. There's something about voting in here that they did. Some kind of. I don't know. There's posters. There's all kinds of additional items. I should have pulled it already, but I didn't. So I apologize for that.
Michael Cron says that poster has all their butts.
And there's a cool color booklet of pictures of them performing live. It's live at Carnegie Hall, I believe, is the performance.
Very cool. It's funny. We're getting a lot of stuff in the chat. Like a lot of folks are saying how Terry Kath is great and Chicago is great, and I agree. But let me ask you guys this question, and I'm not shitting on you. I'm just saying, when's the last time you've reached into your shelf and pulled out a Chicago record and played it for funsies?
Well,
how long?
Jimi Hendrix said that Terry Kath was one of his favorite guitarists. I'll leave it at that.
They're great, and I love them. But it's been a little bit since I just I want to hear a fucking Chicago record. How long's it been since you guys in the chat have pulled out your Chicago record?
I'm listening to a Chicago record. You just pull out the Chicago Transit Authority, their first album, and play that.
I probably do that more often than I dig deeper than that.
Yeah.
Last week, AZ Mick says, okay, fair enough. And it's when it hits me, I definitely do it. I think we played, I think the 5th one maybe a month or two ago on the show.
Some cool stuff in
But
there.
like a couple of years ago, it was Chicago every other week. We were all over it. But for some reason, it's one of those bands. And you know, like I think honorable mentions would be like Beach Boys. We were big into Beach Boys for a while, and like you would see Beach Boy records quite a bit on the show. I still love it, and we still mix them in, but not as much, not as often. The Animals would be another example. I used to play the Animals like every fucking week, man, and now it's like, you know, because I realized, okay, dude, you're playing this shit a lot, and I still love Eric Burden, but you're probably mixing this in a little much. But
his wife is a friend of mine.
His wife's a friend of mine. I can't really get into that a whole lot, but you know. But here's my last example is something I was really into is the White Stripes. Bought a bunch of their records in a short amount of time. It was really like kind of just hyper focused in on that kind of genre. I don't know. I loved it. And Icky Thump is my favorite. That's the second one we just showed. I've got the first, the second, and Icky Thump. And for the longest time, man, we were all over it. Like every couple of weeks, we were playing a version of the White Stripes. And they're a fun band. I appreciate what they're doing. I still love them. But now when it pops up on my shuffle, there's a chance I may hit next. There's a lot of bands I will never, ever, 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 ever hit next on. White Stripes is not necessarily that band. I might hit next. And it may not come up in top of the conversation in record night on a Friday night to play ever so often. Unless it's just, I'll run across and I'm like, fuck, man, White Stripes. Why aren't we playing this? And I like them. It's just not, I don't know. It's kind of flavor of the season. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's all I had. Steve, do you have anything else?
No, sir. No, sir. I
Okay.
do not. Is Jay got some stuff he wants to talk
Jay,
about?
what you got? No, what you got no, you brought some stuff that you used to be into and you just hadn't played. Jay. All right, so let's do this. Steve, you got a so to speak?
You know, I was even going to bring up some of my symphonic records because I really used to listen to those a lot, and I don't listen to those anymore at all.
I mean, I could go into kind of electronica and some country stuff that we used to play all the time, and
So I was heavily into Eastern European, like Slavic.
you're Slavic.
There you go. Yeah.
I think it's funny. What really made me think about doing this for Dig of the Week is something that came up in a couple of those podcasts. Is what I love about record collectors and the VC is the cycles that everybody goes through, where people collect certain genres or certain bands for like this hyper focused amount of time,
Right.
and that's like that's your
Punk
shit.
records are a good example. Metal records are a good example.
Yeah, and like the last couple of months, I've always loved punk, but I've not been a punk record collector. The last couple of months, I've been buying punk records. I've been gobbling them up. Just hyper focused in on it. I've been into like stoner doom is kind of my thing, my overall genre that I'll probably collect more than other things, other than just general collected. But there's other stuff that's well, but then general collection. But there is stuff that it kind of it ebbs and tides, and flows, and wanes. It waxes and wanes, Steve's. You into moons or?
I wore my moonstone just the other day.
Okay, you like moons? I'm really into moons recently. I don't know. Yeah, the chick drummer. Yeah, I mean, she's all right.
His wife?
Yeah, it was his wife, his sister.
Was it his sister or his wife?
They said his sister, but it was his wife.
Turns out it's his wife.
Yeah.
Let's pretend like we're not married. You're my sister.
Yeah,
although we look a lot alike.
Them titties ain't retarded. All right. Let's take us a quick break. Do you have a so to speak, Steve?
You said I did.
I don't know. Do you got one?
I do. I could do a soda.
I can do a little soda. And we got chips.
Sodette. You got a sodette?
A sodette. All right.
Does this give me time to go pee, right?
That's what I was just thinking. I'm trying to trigger up enough that I got enough time to pee. All right. You guys follow us on the socials. We'll be right back with a so to speak and chip chat here on a Grown Man Record Night. Please, for Christ's sakes, don't fucking go anywhere. I swear to God. If you guys leave this stream right now, this is it. This is it.
We'll do a shot after when we come back.
Are you serious?
What you doing, Granny?
Making myself a new pipe.
Oh, I got something here you're going to cotton to. That banker fella gave them to me.
What's that?
Winston cigarettes. Try one, Granny. They is first rate.
Well, if you say they're really good.
Best smoking you ever had.
By thunder, Jed, that is good smoking.
Now try it this way, Granny.
Tastes even better.
They tell me these Winstons is the best tasting cigarette you can get.
Well, I may put away my corn cob. That's saying a heap for 'em.
You know, Granny, there just ain't no way of saying how good a Winston is. You gotta smoke one to find out.
Well, I can say this. Winston tastes mighty good.
Like a cigarette should.
If you look as broad as this, and you'd rather look as slim as this, try the AIDS Reducing Plan. Delicious tasting AIDS candy contains vitamins and minerals, no drugs. Taken with a hot drink before meals, AIDS helps you curb your appetite. You eat less because you want less, so you lose weight naturally. Thousands of men and women have lost weight on the AIDS plan. You can too. Why not try AIDS? They work.
Dennis looks left and rolls right. It's a pass to Berlin. Touchdown!
I'm gonna call Pete.
Hey, make sure you dial 10-10-3-2-1 first.
Why?
Because it saves me moolah.
Really?
Yeah, and it's half price for all calls over 20 minutes.
Half price? That's a lot. What about monthly fees?
No fees, no hidden charges.
Here, look how low my phone bill is.
Wow, 10-10-3-2-1 does save a lot.
Don't bother calling.
Why not?
You just lost.
Dial 10-10-3-2-1.
When you drive to Wendy's and order a single, you get more beef than the Whopper or the Big Mac. At Wendy's, you never have to ask, where's the beef?
Nesta. Mom.
Yes, honey?
You know when we were talking yesterday?
Yes, we were.
You know about periods?
Yes, what about periods?
Do you have periods?
Yes. All women have periods.
Tell me what happens.
Blood from inside of my body comes outside from an opening between my legs. Do you have a question, Jill?
Yes, I want to know if Susie has periods.
Susie?
Yes, Mom?
Jill wants to know something. What do you want, Jill?
Susie, do you have periods?
Do I have periods? Jill, all women have periods about every 4 weeks for 3 or 4 days. When I'm on my period, blood from inside of my body comes outside from an opening between my legs.
Well, Susie, what about my teacher? Does Miss Jones have periods?
Yes, Jill, your teacher, Mrs. Jones, does have periods. All women have periods about every 4 weeks for 3 or 4 days.
Hi, girls.
Hi, Dad.
What have you girls been talking about?
About periods, Daddy. Dad, can I ask you something?
Sure, honey. What is it?
Does Aunt Carol have periods?
Yes, Jill. All women have periods about every 4 weeks.
But, Dad, men don't have periods, do they?
That's right, honey. Men do not. Only women. Blood from inside a woman's body comes outside from an opening between her legs about every 4 weeks.
But the blood, won't it get on my clothes?
No, it won't, because you use a sanitary
A
pad.
sanitary pad.
Yes, a sanitary pad.
Susie, what's a sanitary pad?
Come on, Jill. I'll show you.
I was gonna do a bit about you having a bunch of I was gonna be like, hey, Mike, what's that on the curtains back there? I see a lot of stains. Is that like, I think that project.
I told you guys we weren't doing the period video anymore. No, we had a call. You were on the call. I said no more period video, and you guys stuck it in there. I had to go take a piss. No. No more period video. Off it. We're off it. We're off the period game. I know. I'm doing all right. How you doing? All right. How's your mom and them? That's okay. Your azaleas coming in. All right. We're back here on Grown Man Record Night. We appreciate everybody joining, staying with us. What is this, late? What is it, late?
As the Brits would say, it was a bloody mess.
It's fine. We're fine.
Okay.
We're fine. We're going to do a little soda speak. Steve, what you got for a soda speak? You said you got something in?
Oh, shit, I forgot.
What are we doing here? We just took like a 4.5 minute break. Worst. I'll tell you.
Let's do this.
Okay.
I gotta go.
If you have a good one, let me do mine, because mine's not really a good one.
Go ahead and do one.
Mine is a exemplification of our times. We're reaching. We're stretching for things. I had to go into Walmart today to get groceries for me and my parents. I've been kind of getting groceries for the all of us, you know what I mean, for several weeks now. And Walmart's the cheapest and best place to get everything kind of all together. So I've been buying these, like, man, let me tell you what. You can get a diet, I'm a diet soda guy normally during the week. Diet Sam's Cola, or just Sam's Cola in general, because this camera's not working. Let me go to it. Yeah, you lost. The Diet Sam's Cola, it's like $3 to $4 a case for these things, right? To me, it favors more of a Diet Pepsi, but it's got a little more of caffeine and cola bite than that, but not quite to the point of a Diet Coke. So I've been buying these. A case, 24. It's like $3 and something. So this is really what I've been into. And they're good. And I really appreciate for what they're doing. There's definitely nothing wrong with this. It's aspartame. I'm sorry, my headphones made a noise. I thought it was my phone. But, you know, Walmart has a lot of money involved in their efforts. And never, for me, has it ever been more evident than in when I looked up, because I was curious to their the caffeine content. I'm always worried or concerned or excited about the caffeine content for any particular soda like this. And so I look it up. And this is 34 milligrams, which is a little closer. It's between a Diet Pepsi and Diet Coke. So the taste is really right on point with the caffeine. It's right between. This is right between a Diet Pepsi and Diet Coke. Caffeine content and taste and bite and consistency wise. But when you look up online, Diet Sam's Cola, this is where the money went. The market research budget went into writing the description for this store brand diet soda, because let me just tell you, it is absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. All right, where's my glasses at? Because I don't want to mess this up. You guys ever seen me wear glasses? Get off it. Energize and refresh yourself in the summer heat with a can of Sam's ? There's a weird question mark in here for some reason. Diet Cola. With every sip you take, you can experience the same classic cola taste, but with 0 calories. No more choosing between those extra pounds or your favorite drink. The 12 individual cans makes it easy to share among friends or enjoy it on the go. Because everybody keeps a fucking 12-pack of sodas in the backseat of their car. For fuck's sake. Serve with ice. Here we go. All right. This gets into the serving suggestion area of this. And Steve mentioned this earlier. God bless him. Serve with ice and lemon slices. This is Diet Sam's Cola, by the way.
With lemon slice?
Give me a second, Steve. Serve with ice and lemon slices in a glass to celebrate any occasion with friends or family.
Huh?
Sam's ? Diet Cola goes well with burgers. Okay.
Is that the name of the cola? Sam's ?
It's a weird internet translation, but it's saying it goes well with burgers, pizzas, sandwiches, or simply on its own. That's the best ever. You got me.
Hey, Aaron's asking whatever happened to Pepsi with lemon.
Exactly. Indulge in the taste and fizz of this delicious beverage as you and your pals sit together and share moments of joy and laughter.
Is there that much on the can?
No, it's on the...
No. You're not reading the can.
This is the Walmart.com description of this product.
Wow.
Yeah. Serve with ice and lemon slices to glass. Enjoy any occasion with friends and family. Sam's Diet Cola goes well with burgers, pizzas, sandwiches, or simply on its own. Indulge in the taste and fizz of this delicious beverage as you and your pals sit together and share moments of joy and laughter. Satisfy your thirst has never been this fun and exciting. Sam's Diet Cola. 0 calories. Tastes similar to classic cola taste. Holy Lord. I'm telling you, a lot of shit went into that. If nothing else. And it tastes pretty good. There's nothing wrong with it. That's like, man, this had to be written by William Faulkner. I'm telling you, this is absolutely incredible stuff.
Wow.
Steve, what do you got for us?
I got something we probably should have done. I got something we should have done for Christmas.
Okay.
Because I've had it that long.
You mean send a present to my mom?
It's so many other things to do, and it just never found the right time, I guess. Like Cats in the Cradle.
And the silver spoon.
First of all, let's do a shot before we do the soda. I'd like to do this shot before we do a soda. I don't know why. I just feel like one more shot's going to do me right.
I've been having heart troubles, but sure, let's do that. If I die before the next show, I love all of you. Actually, just a couple of you, but fuck. You know what I mean? Some of you are assholes, but I love it. I love you anyway. But what if I had How do you guys feel about a neckerchief, though?
So what I have here is one of the world's most popular brand, Coca-Cola. Okay. This is Coca-Cola Cinnamon.
Whoa.
I don't believe we've done this. I didn't check the archives because we don't have an archive on soda.
No.
On chips.
No.
I welcome one of our viewers to do an archive.
No. It doesn't have to be brand new for sodas.
Fuck that. I think it should.
No, it's what we're bobbing on.
A press release from Britain, the British version of this drink, was bursting full of warming flavors and is guaranteed to get you into the festive spirit as we head into the Christmas season. So let's just imagine this is December the 24th, and we're going to try Coca-Cola Cinnamon. There's no great write-up on this, so.
You see, Walmart took the cake on that.
I can taste the cinnamon a little bit in there, but it tastes like another brand of cola rather than Coca-Cola.
We did a Pepsi cinnamon, which I didn't care for. The Pepsi cinnamon was shitty.
It's so sweet because I'm so used to Diet, because Diet Coke is one of my go-tos.
Sure.
Either Diet Dr. Pepper, Diet Mountain Dew, or Diet Coke. That when I drink Coke, it's like, whoa. It kind of just grabs me by the sugars.
Yep.
So I'm just trying to discern Coke between Coke and Cinnamon Coke, and it's I think if you like Coke, you might like that. It's not terribly too cinnamony or too whatever. It just has another added flavor to the Coke formula.
Yeah. I will say, if you are a diet guy, though, kind of going back to this, is
I'm gonna run check my blood sugar.
The Sam's Diet Cola, dude, for like $3.50, $4 a case. If you're a diet soda family,
you ever found anything written up about that Diet Cola?
You mean read that again? But no, I
grab a seat. Grab a seat.
Grab a seat. Take a knee. But yeah, it's good stuff. You guys, how do you guys feel about this neckerchief? Can I refer to myself as a neckerchief?
Can you call yourself a poet if you're wearing a neckerchief?
No, I call myself the neckerchief. Hey ya hoy ya, hey ya hoy ya. I'm the neckerchief.
Is that like chief of the neckers?
My people. Okay. Nope, can't do that anymore. Sorry, everybody. Hey, I'm Native American, so I can do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sure you are.
Yeah, like about 50%. Cherokee and Choctaw.
Choctaw?
Yeah, I got a lot of Choctaw in me. I'm a Choctaw warrior. Look at that bicep. What else you want? So for a chip chat, Steve.
Oh, we haven't done chips, have we?
No, I've actually got something that's open that I've not tried. Fair enough. I actually procured several chips today, and had some things come in last minute that it was open. So I was like, oh, well, that's the one we'll do then, and it's something we've not done. So what do you have in the way of chips?
Okay, let me go grab something because I'm not prepared.
Okay, well, I mean, I can do mine in the meantime if you want me to. Well, in the meantime, folks, let me tell you what fiance and the stepkid brought me some. I don't know if you guys have Lidl grocery stores where you are, because we've recently picked up Lidls here in the Piedmont Triad area in North Carolina.
We've had them for a while. I think y'all recently got them.
Yeah,
they're like Aldi.
Yeah, it's a German store that's got a little different model in terms of the way they do things for grocery. This is
I like Lidl a lot.
Yeah, this is a store brand. It's cheesy garlic bread, potato chips. Let's see if we've got a little something up here. Okay, hold up. Life is all about give and take. Oh, here we go, guys. Hey, everybody take a knee. Everybody shut up, take a knee. Life is all about give and take. So give into Legendary Crunch and take your snack game to the next level with cheesy garlic bread flavored potato chips. After all, sharing is tearing. Gross. Open a bag full of bold flavor and hanging out with your crew. Okay. As you dip, dunk, and munch your way to a snack, happy, satisfaction. It's in a different font, so I did that little voice for you. So this is not a Lay's chip, I will say. Much thicker than a Lay's. It's not a Ridge chip, nor a Kettle chip. But it is a thicker, regular potato chip. Actually a nice chip. It's funny because our buddy Mr. Bizarro was just asking me favorite non-kettle potato chips and da-da-da. And this jumped out at me because this is a nice chip. Much better than a Lay's before I even taste it in terms of like dexterity. Garlic cheesy bread. I'm not a big garlic guy. These are good. The right amount of seasoning. Not over the top. These are thick for like a regular chip. Man, nothing's better than a good store brand chip. Bang for the buck. Makes my pecker hard, man. That's good stuff, man. Do you go to Lidl often, Steve?
I used to try to go once a week, to be honest with you.
Really?
Ever since the COVID-19 breakout, though, I have not. I've kept it pretty much about 2 or 3 places. But I'm like the grocery shopper in the family because I for some reason I love to go grocery shopping. I love to find odd things and deals and that kind of crap. Yeah.
How often are you going now?
I probably go.
Oh, Mr. Meow.
Mr. Meow. It's Gershwin.
Who's an orangeman?
Yeah, he's an orange tabby, and it looks like it's time for his bedtime. Right, buddy? You can let me play Zelda?
Yeah, put the switch in the
Okay. The switch is in the charger, so I get to play Zelda after the show. I'm excited.
Nice.
Before I do my chip, Aaron had suggested, because I had that cinnamon Coke, that it would go well with Fireball.
Yeah.
I bought these little Fireballs. I have 4 of them I was going to share with the group, but we never got a chance to get together. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop one of them open and try this idea of his.
Though I'm not sure how I feel about that.
So we got a little. I don't have a glass down here, so I'm just going to do it in a shot glass of cinnamon Coke and Fireball.
Aaron just said he made a graphic for the same cola. Hold up.
That's really good. I would prefer it with like a Coke Zero or a Diet Cinnamon Coke, but the Cinnamon Coke and the Fireball, that's a good mix.
Yeah.
A really good mix. For my chip, you may have a Circle K near you. If you do, you may have had these, but I don't think we've done them on the show. This is a Circle K jalapeno pepper kettle chip.
Oh, whoa, okay.
So we know what to expect with jalapeno kettle chips because they're certainly one of the favorites in this household. There's no great write-up from the folks at Circle K. They left this blank for you to write something really cool about it on your own.
Something like this.
What do you got? All right, so Circle K kettle chips, nice and hard, and I like that.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
Like a gym teacher.
Very, very good. I think I did a jalapeno kettle chip like last week or maybe 2 weeks ago.
I remember us doing some Circle K chips at one point, but I forgot that they did their own
Me
stuff.
too, because I think I went to DC and brought back Circle K chips. But they weren't these. There were some other weirder flavors.
Hmm.
I think I got these on my trip to Nashville.
That's pretty awesome.
Because the expiration date is February 17th.
Okay.
Before COVID-19.
Memorial Day. Sweet. God bless America. What?
It's a great chip.
Your wife's birthday? What's her problems, Aaron?
Hey, pick up their jalapeno kettle chip.
Yeah. Also, their styrofoam cup drinks are fantastic.
And go to the virtual village.
Okay, Steve.
.bandcamp.com.
All right.
And purchase my album. You can purchase the 3 songs that I've been a part of. 2 that my wife wrote, and then 1 that Slaw did. And you can go to Bandcamp and actually listen to the song 3 times before they ask you to buy it. So go to Bandcamp and listen. You might want to buy it. You might want to hear it 4 times.
You should in the Slaw track. You should put in brackets demo.
I'm gonna go see if I can fix that, because they need to know that this could be a little better. This is a rough cut, basically.
Because I've got things. I've been working on things.
And
I got to sing.
I apologize because Jay's probably mad at me for doing this, because I just took Jay had sent us the files. It was just the music, and I popped in the WAV files into my Porta Studio and put lyrics.
Oh, marbles!
But I made it a COVID song, so at least check it out.
Dude, Aaron says
village.bandcamp.com. You can go to my Facebook page, or you can go to Grown Men Record Night's Facebook page to see a link.
Whoa.
How's that for promotion?
Yeah, Aaron just said, whoa, what's going on here? Hold on. Marbles.
Well, we didn't play marbles, bro.
I know. Hold up.
What's the show with the marble gang?
Was it? This is weird. Hold up. Boom. New window capture. General. Oh my God. I'm breaking stuff. I think it's because it's messed up. Hang on. Hang on. We'll run some marbles before we run. That can be our exit. We can run marbles as an exit if I can get this to work. Boom. It was weird. It was being weird about it. Library, marbles, boom. Play it. Play it.
Don't we have to get in the game first?
Yeah, but hang on. There were troubles. We're having troubles. But that's all right. Should do a window capture. Boom. That includes marbles on stream. For some reason, it's showing this, which is nothing we want to show on television.
What are you showing?
It's supposed to be marbles on stream, but it's not. It's not working.
We can't play?
It's being weird.
Oh man.
Hang on. Hang on. Hang on.
I was really looking forward.
It won't let
Didn't
me.
I didn't win last week, did I?
Hang on.
Start the show over. I want to play marbles.
Yeah, this is stupid. I want to do this too. If I go to Steam, okay. Then I'm going to weekly show graphics. I'm going to Elgato, Skype, try to marbles. It's still showing this for some reason. Damn it. Hang on. I'm deleting it.
Lamerson.
I know. I'm trying. Hold up. Boom. Let's do a new window capture here. Where's window capture?
I think you've got me on like full screen.
Yeah, you are. You're entertaining.
I should play a song or something.
Nope. Play some Sixto Rodriguez or nothing at all. It's not working. I don't know why it's not working. It's pissing me off. Oh, it's not working.
I forgot to play it. Oh, by the way, I think Pink Floyd was putting up their last show today for folks, and it was David Gilmour live at Pompeii, the complete concert.
Oh wow!
And watch it.
That's pretty awesome.
Be kind of cool.
Yeah. We'll do a game capture to see what pops up. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to reset it. Okay. New thing. New window capture. Boom. Why? It's defaulting to this nonsense. It's not working. What if I just hit? Hang on.
Heaven sent the promised land. Looks alright from where I stand. I'm the man on the outside looking in, waiting on the first step. Show me where the key is kept. Point me down the right line because it's time.
Trivia question: what album is that from?
So let me in from the cold, turn my leg into gold. 'Cause there's a chill wind blowing in my soul, and I think I'm growing old.
If you guess Pink Floyd, not the Valley? What's the name of that album?
The Wall. The Wall.
Obscured by Clouds. You would be.
Sorry, so the marbles is not working. We're sorry, guys. Hey, come over to Twitch though. I'll get it to work for Twitch, maybe. I got a couple of records in me over on Twitch before we boo this man. I gotta cook my food. We're gonna listen to records until I cook my food over on Twitch, and then that's all she wrote. So, all right, I'm done with it. I'm tired of it. Show's over. I don't care. Follow us on our socials. Get involved with us. You game, you stream, you into records. Get into us. Get in with us. We're friends of yours. You didn't even know it. Get a grip. All right. We're still going over. Nobody go to bed yet. We're going over to Twitch. I don't want to hear about it. Go over to Twitch. I'm going to play a couple of records right now. What do you guys want to hear? Taking requests. I'm taking requests. Thank you, Mempho. Vance, appreciate you, bro.
Thanks, Mempho.
Come over to Twitch, though. You guys don't go to bed. What do you guys want to hear? Give me a request. I'll pull something off the shelf. Anything you guys want, man. I don't give a shit. I still got to cook food, so I got about 20 minutes. Nate, come over to Twitch.
Are we still on the air?
Yeah, we are.
Oh.
But come over to Twitch. I'm getting ready to stop it.